Billy got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul Era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. 10 DBS, he keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to the latest episode of Boot to the Face here live on YouTube and all your favorite podcasts and platforms. I'm Chris Rucker along with my co-host EJ Reed, and we are here to talk about the world of professional wrestling. EJ, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Another glorious Sunday. How you doing?
I'm a little hungover.
Oh, yeah? What you get into?
My buddy Nate had a party at his house last night that we went to and stayed over there. So when you stay somewhere and don't have to drive, you tend to overindulge in the elixirs, if you will. And
you said you was at your buddy Nate's?
Yeah.
Just hanging out, or it was a special?
Yeah, they had a bunch of people over just for the hell of it. It's just like, hey, we're gonna have a get together. So out on their back deck party area that they have, and music going, and they had a bunch of food there. Like, they do big when they have people over. So it was a good time. It's probably like 8-10 of us there, and then their kids are teenagers, so they had some of their friends over also. So there's a bunch of people over just hanging out. And I think I passed out at like 1 o'clock. My girlfriend and his wife Amanda were up till like 3 a.m. I'm like, really? Why?
I'm surprised you were up that late, like at 1 a.m.
Apparently, I did the old Irish exit to everybody. They said they thought I was going to the bathroom, and I just never came back.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
We're like, what is so at a get together like that? What do y'all do? Just drink, play games, or they have something on the TV people were watching? Like,
so we were originally going. So his back deck is pretty dope. Like, he's got like a pull down screen and a projector and shit. And we were just hanging out on the back deck because it was good weather last night. And then we were gonna throw the Netflix fights on, which were a big fucking dud. Because I watched this morning, and
hold on, you thought they were a dud? I liked it. Besides the main event.
Yeah. We were gonna do that, and then it was like 8 o'clock, so we were like, shit, what are we gonna do? So they put on like karaoke, and his son came out and basically started DJing for us while we were drunkenly yelling at him what songs to play and shit, because we couldn't figure out how to work the technology there because we're all old. So it was a good time.
So y'all did or didn't do the karaoke?
We didn't do like one-on-one karaoke. You just put songs up there, and everybody just kind of was drunkenly singing along and dancing and shit like that. And we you know what is an underrated move to do when you're going to a get together and you got to bring something? Go by Costco and get one of them big ass desserts that they have. We took a pistachio cheesecake. It was a fucking hit.
Pistachio cheese, like the nuts, pistachio nuts.
Yeah, pistachio flavor.
Huh.
It was like green. It was good as shit.
And there's cheesecake?
Yeah, everybody liked it.
Man, I don't have a Costco around here. I'm curious, even though I'm doing a diet, but as soon as June hits, you said pistachio, but we don't have, like I said, we don't have a Costco. The only thing we have is Sam's Club around here. The closest Costco is St. Louis.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
They may have something like that at Sam's. Sam's Club's the same premise as Costco, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same thing, but they have slightly different stuff. But that's what's up. So they tore the cheesecake up.
Yeah, and they have 10 cats.
Oh wow, your allergies weren't going crazy?
I took allergy medicine beforehand. They keep the cats out of the guest bedroom because they'll, if people come over, not everybody's fucking crazy about cats. So the one place in the house that the cats can't go is the guest bedroom. So I slept in there, obviously. But this morning, you know, my girlfriend was kind of still knocked out and I was kind of hungover. So I went outside on the back deck, was watching some of the fights and watching Collision because I'm always up early. And you just hear like, dude, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I look over and one of the cats is like jumping from the top of the house to the bottom of the deck. And it's like they know when you're allergic to them because everybody out there, you know, throughout the night, everybody out there's like, oh, look, cat want to play with them. They walk right by the people that want to play with them and go straight to me every fucking time.
I feel like that always happens to you, especially with Tabitha's cat. Like it's always around you.
Yeah, he's outside the door right now, like meowing and shit.
Why do they have so many cats? Your buddy, 10. That's a lot of cats.
Yeah, I mean they got a big house. They let them in and out. Like the cats go running the streets, and they're pretty big too. And they just, I don't know, they just fucking collect them. They've got like 3 more since we were over there for Christmas.
He said they have the cats running the streets. I don't know if they're neutered or not. They probably come back with more kittens and stuff. Streets like that.
Yeah. They're all well-behaved cats, though. They don't like act the fool. They just like they're very normal around people. So it was a good time, though. Good time.
Yeah, I had a pretty chill Saturday. I broke out the grill for the first time this year. Smoked some ribs and some wings. I watched the fights like you were talking about, but then I watched the first hour of Collision before the fight started, and then I was trying to do the split screen, but I wasn't paying too much attention to Collision, so I just turned off the split screen and put the fights on, and then after the fights, I'm like, all right, now I finished watching Collision, so I threw it on and I fucking fell asleep and had to finish it this morning. And then when I woke up on the couch around with like 4 or something, I went to bed. I'm like, all right, let me take this like ZQL. I took some ZQL and it knocked me out, but now I'm feeling still a little bit drowsy from the ZQL. Feeling a little off this morning, but you know, work through it.
Yeah, I'm definitely like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go take a little nap, and then I'm going to have lunch with my son after around 4 or 5.
They have I was about to just say that yet. So they have graduation yet?
His graduation's next Saturday.
Oh wow, that's what's up. They grow up so fast, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Is he gonna have like a big
high
party?
School graduate. Yeah, his
like
party's on Sunday.
Okay. Is that at a specific place or
just his mom's house?
That's what's up. What do you get for a graduation present? I haven't been to like a high school graduation. True.
That's what I got. That's what I plan on giving him. Yeah, when I graduated, everybody just gave me envelopes with money in them, and I went right to the strip club.
Really?
I literally left my high school graduation party while everybody was like, my whole family was here from Missouri and shit, and my buddy Brent and my buddy Pedro. Was it Brent? I don't think it was Brent. It was my buddy Pedro. They came and hung out at the party. We got something to eat, and we were like, all right, you want to go to the strip club? And that's where we went. Because we had 18 and up strip clubs back then, and we had all just turned 18, so we were like addicted to that shit.
Where'd you go, Magic City?
No, you gotta be 21 to get Magic City. We went to like Boomers or something like that. They don't even exist anymore.
See, Flu said car money. Car, that's a big graduation present.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I got for my graduation. I don't know how much money I got. It was a while back, 06. I don't know. I can't remember. Definitely didn't get a car though.
No, I bought my own car by then.
I had this beater car. My parents got me a car back in high school, but it was like a used beater car. I think it was like $2,000, $3,000. It wasn't much of a car.
Yeah.
Rode that car till the wheels fell off, literally.
Mine was a 1996 green Chevy S10, and it was a stick shift. Yeah.
You had a Chevy? That's pretty. It's pretty dope for a first car. He said stick shift. Not a lot of people know how to drive stick shift. That was like how I learned how, because I was used to drive my mom's car before they got me my own. It was a Saturn stick shift. My mom liked that because the fact that she knew my friends wouldn't be able to drive it because none of those guys knew how to drive stick shift.
Yeah, I bought that truck because it was what I could afford, and I didn't know how to drive a manual, but my stepdad taught me. So for like the first 3 weeks I owned the truck, I couldn't even fucking drive it because I didn't know how. And there was this big party that was happening at my buddy's house, and I was like, I gotta like if you can drive it, fucking take it over there. So that whole fucking Saturday, I was out. Like he's like, if you can get on a hill and you can learn how to rock back and forth with the clutch, you can drive it. So I was out there just trying to do that for the longest, and fucking figured it out that day and drove to the party, and it ended up helping me out when I got my CDL years later because I already knew how to drive a manual, so it wasn't too complicated learning how to drive a 10-speed.
Oh, really? Those trucks are a 10-speed manual?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I mean,
They're doing away with a lot of manuals and 18-wheelers now, though. A lot of them are automatics now.
oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I like driving stick shift. I think the next car I get, I'm gonna look into maybe getting a stick shift because it saves gas some too. But we'll see.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't like having to think about downshifting and shifting up and all that shit.
I mean, it's second nature though. Once you like get used to it, like, it doesn't bother me. A lot of people complain about that too, but it doesn't really bother me that much. Like once you get used to it, especially on the highway, you just keep it in 6th or 5th gear.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let's get into some pro wrestling. EJ, there ain't really a lot going on this week. We had some storyline developments over in WWE between Raw and SmackDown, which I was really into. A couple of them I do want to talk about, and then title change over on TNA Impact. We can start there if you want to.
Impact.
Yeah, I was watching Impact. I'm talking about Leon Slater versus Cedric Alexander, 2 out of 3 falls for the X Division Championship. And I'm watching, and they're talking to Leon Slater about it, and he's like, and the lady goes, yeah, if you win the night, like tomorrow, you'll be the longest reigning ever. And I'm like, ain't no way in hell he's losing. He's only got one more day to get the record. And then he loses. Cedric Alexander beats him, like dominated him towards the end of it. Did I miss this? Did Alexander cheat towards the end, or did he just like beat him?
He just beat him. He hit him with 2 like lumbar checks.
Yeah.
And then beat him.
Seaflu in the chat says hopefully Leon is gone WWE.
I hope so too. Because I hated this. Like you said, they were building it like he's gonna break it the next day. That's the only thing I can think of now that Steve Fluid brought out. I didn't even think about that. Maybe he's gone because this did not make any sense if he's going to be around. TNA cannot get out of their own way for some reason. So I'm hoping that that's the case, that he's going to be gone. Because why not build your newest, youngest star to be the longest rated TNA champion?
You get me?
And then after the match, they had Giovanni Vinci, Fabian Eichner come out. Like people knew how he was.
They tried to put him over too.
It went over like a fart in church. Like, what are we doing, TNA? I don't understand. Maybe you could.
Your boy Tom on the stick, he was trying to put him over like he was such a big fucking. This guy was in NXT and he's such a big superstar. No, the fuck he isn't.
I don't know. What's TNA doing right now?
I couldn't tell you. I feel like the whole Leon Slater thing has been kind of a bust for them. Like they had him when he first got there. He was in WWE on their tour. They didn't even have him on TV. And then they've had him for a couple months, and then he just loses the title to Cedric Alexander, which I'm not mad Ced's got the title, but he could have got it next week. Like, let the man have the record.
I liked Cedric Alexander when he was in the Hurt Business because I was thinking to myself, like, maybe he's just not that good of a heel. But I remember his heel work being a little bit better in the Hurt Business than it is this group. He's just yelling at the mic. For some reason, his yelling isn't convincing when he's in the system for some reason. I don't know. I can't remember his work in the Hurt Business. I thought it was better than what he's doing now. He's like screaming. Like, all right. No knock on Cedric Alexander. I'm glad he's getting shine, but I don't know. I think like he's more of a natural baby face.
He's the biggest one in the group, basically. Like size wise, he's bigger than Myers. He's bigger than fucking.
Not bigger than Bear Bronson.
Well, yeah, I guess. But in the Hurt Business, he was the little guy. Like he could be a fucking chicken shit heel in the Hurt Business, and still act like he was tough and then hide behind Lashley and fucking Shelton Benjamin.
That's true. But is he bigger than Edwards though? I feel like he's bigger than Myers. I don't know if he's bigger.
Edwards is tiny, man. Edwards is a little twink.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'd have to look that up. I thought he was over 6 foot.
I'm so sick of fucking drunk ass Alicia Edwards now. Do you want to know something? Like, that's not going to get over. I hate that shit.
Nah, it hasn't gotten over. Yeah, it's just annoying at this point. I don't know, man. Going back to the Leon Slater, maybe he's on his way out, but I don't know.
If he does go to WWE, though, like, where's he going to fit in there? They just got all these call-ups. Is he going straight to NXT? Now that I say, I literally just answered my own question. If he went to NXT, that would give them a little bit of star power, though.
Yeah, I think he should immediately beat Tony D'Angelo if he goes to NXT. Because that's what he be filling the void where I thought they should be at right now. Because I said I think Javon could have did like another year or half a year there and been the champion. But if they have Leon Slater, then they should put him in that slot. Because I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I know you were never a big Tony D fan, but I feel like he was better as like the mob boss than he is. I don't even know what his character is right now.
Yeah. The family was cool. Like when he had other people around him, I was never like a big fan of it. But this shit he's doing now, the fact he's got the belt doing this just shows like they need better people in NXT if Tony D'Angelo is the champion.
Exactly. I feel like that having the family around him, that would have been even, I think, catered more towards like a main roster too. I think fans probably would have liked that on the main roster, but I don't know. I guess HBK knows what he's doing because this men's division in NXT leaves a lot for the heart to desire.
Yeah. We talked about it last week, but former Xia Li, became 2-time Knockouts champion. Looks like she's headed to a program with Xia Brookside, her former best friend. I don't know, man. I've always liked Xia Li, but something about her this week, like walking out in street clothes with the belt on, I was like, she actually looks like a fucking champion.
I thought you always thought she looked like a champion.
I'm just like, not in wrestling clothes, but like just seeing her dressed up with the belt, like it didn't come off like, what the fuck are they doing with the belt on her? It came off like, yeah. I was happy she won, obviously, but I don't know. It just made it her look more believable as the champ, just seeing her presented the way she was this past week on TNA.
I don't know, man. I think she's great as a champion, but as far as like the depth of their women's division, I feel like it's pretty thin right now. You gotta have make Xia Brookside a heel. I feel like she's a natural baby face. I don't know if I'm convinced as her as a heel. And then like other stuff they just keep spinning the wheels with what's the Tessa Blanchard's clique, them versus Rosemary.
Yeah.
They keep doing that every week. So,
and you got Myra Sade running around with Rosemary and fucking Allie. Like, what an odd pairing that is, the three of them. Yeah, their women's division, it seems like it could be deep, but they're like, they're making them not deep, if that makes sense. Like, they have all these people they could have in the title picture, but they got them working in these fucking corny storyline programs that aren't in the title picture.
They do have Elena Black, but they do have Andy Hartwell. Like you said, they're just in the wrong spots right now, I guess. And then they lose what's her name, Danny Luna. That was a big loss.
Yep.
I don't know where she's at. I mean, she's doing the indies right now.
She got the hell on. She said, y'all gonna put the belt on fucking these NXT bitches still? I'm out of here.
Why don't they bring Mickey back?
I feel like she was back, and then whatever happened with Dana Brooke, like health-wise or whatever, where she got taken off TV, and then they just like, Mickey's just not on TV anymore.
Oh yeah, you know, remind me another one. They do have the Elegance brand, so yeah, they do have some pieces. They're just in weird positions right now, because I'm sure they're gonna put Xia Li and Dana Brooke. That's not her name. Ash by Elegance. I'm sure they'll put them in a feud. Probably like Slammiversary, I'm guessing. But
Why wouldn't they put Tessa Blanchard in a feud with the baby faces? Are they just trying to have her not? If they're not going to put the belt on her, they're just trying to have her not lose.
I think that's what it is. I just don't want to see her with the belt. She still rubs me the wrong way. But you're right. It seems like she should be one of the top heels going for the belt. And that would have to eventually have a payoff. And I don't want to see her with the belt. But I don't know. They might be in a tight spot. They might have to put her in there. I think they've been trying to like weather the storm because she got a lot of blowback when she got in the company. I think they're going to eventually put it on her one day. Maybe next year sometime.
If I just lean into it if I was them. Fuck it. They do everything else wrong.
Give her like the woman version of the Triple H Booker T. Give her storyline.
Have her fucking turn on Alicia Fox. Have her be the Brock Lesnar of TNA women's division. Just beat all the black people.
The two that they have. Bar and Alicia. They got what's her face? The one Order 4.
They got Tasha Steelz.
Tasha Steelz.
She's like Hispanic though.
She's Afro-Hispanic.
And they got what's the little chick's name that's got the braids?
Oh, she was fighting against Tasha Steelz. I can't remember her name. Jada something. Jada something. I'm sorry, I'm messing her name up, but yeah. C Fluid. Funny how Carlos Silva doesn't have a problem with Tessa being in CMLL. Yeah. Isn't that hold up? Tessa's in CMLL?
I don't know. I don't watch CMLL. That's too much wrestling for me.
Yeah. I don't even watch AAA.
WWE's. Yeah, I don't even watch AAA either. Like I'll see what the highlights and shit like that are, but it's just too much wrestling. But yeah, just their women's division could be a lot better than what it is. Like for a while they were cooking, and now it's just like I don't know if it's injuries or storyline or what, but it just feels like they're spinning their wheels over there with the women.
Yeah, things have ebbs and flows, so maybe they'll be able to get back on track. Slammiversary, but they got the champion in place. They just need to get the other pieces in place.
Yeah. Let's stick with the women's division and go across the street to AEW. There's a couple places we could go, but I want to start out with this Owen Hart tournament. I'm just not a fan of the names that are in this.
On the women's side or the men's side?
The women's side.
Yeah, I thought it was the names were a little bit interesting. I feel like it's unpredictable. I feel like the women's bracket is more unpredictable than the men's, but as far as big names like that, I got it in front of me. If you want me to go through it, like I don't know, but maybe that'll cause these women to elevate. I don't know if you have it in front of you or if you wanted me to go through them.
Yeah, I mean, like Persephone, I'm sorry. She was there. She was supposed to get a big push, but she ended up getting an injury. Hazuki, I have no idea who that is. Then you got Willow and Alex Windsor, which I could see either one of them winning. Mina versus Athena. Athena, I would like to win. Or Sky Blue versus Saray or Sari, whatever.
She's Saray in NXT, and I guess Sari is her stardom name.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a lot of star power for all the women that they have in AEW. And doesn't the winner of this get a title shot at All In?
Yeah, that's why the names kind of threw me off, because the winner gets a title shot at All In. I was surprised not to see any Mercedes either. So
yeah.
Then I'm trying to. I hate fantasy booking, but I was trying to kind of fantasy booking it in my head. I'm like, are they really gonna have Tekla going to All In as a champion?
No way in hell.
I'm gonna say no. I want to say there's no way she goes in All In. So I'm thinking she's probably gonna lose it somewhere on the way there. You think she'll lose it to Mercedes on the way there?
I don't know who she's losing to. I don't see her walking into All In as the champion. I think her title run has run its course.
You think so? I think she's still pretty good as a champion.
I don't know. I'm over it.
I like when she calls the woman dumb bitches.
She always just seems drunk.
Maybe she is.
She definitely was in Vegas when I walked through the lobby. Did I tell that story on here? Maybe I shouldn't.
Well, it seems like, I mean, it might be a Tony Khan thing, but it seems like you're not a fan. A lot of times these women have runs with these titles. Oh, you like Tony's. Tony's was good, but besides
I like
Tony,
Tony Storm.
who's had a good title run now?
I thought Jamie Hayter had a good one, but it got halted through injury.
Yeah.
Tony Storm's had a couple good runs with it. Blake Monroe, her run was trash. Paige's run was awful.
I feel like Statlander's was not that good.
Yeah. I think I was more mad at her winning and the people who she beat for it and then who she beat to keep it really annoyed me. So I think her title run was kind of marred by my feelings of I don't think she was the right person to fucking beat Tony Storm and Mercedes.
I thought going back way back in the day, I thought Britt was pretty good back when she was still hot, but she cooled up after she lost the title.
I thought her run to the title was good. I don't think she was booked good as the champion.
Well, you might be right. I can't. That was a while back. It was like 2021, 2022 or so.
But that seems to be like the theme with AEW is they have the women have a good story going up to it. Even Thunder Rosa, like when she won, she wasn't even on TV for like the first 2 weeks after winning the belt. Yeah,
that was weird. But I'm not mad at Tekla's run so far. I know you say you're not a fan of it, but I don't. You think she might lose? We'll predict it next week, but you think there's a chance she might drop it in this 4-way match? That's the way to get it off her.
Who's in the match? I didn't even know there was a 4-way match.
You got Hayter, you got Statlander, and there's another former champion. Oh, Sheeta.
Well, maybe. And then the Hayter and Windsor. Windsor's in the Owen Hart Cup, and Hayter's going for the world title. Here I am thinking they're on a collision course with the fucking Hot Legion of Doom, and they're both going for the world title.
I think we're still on that collision. I don't think Hayter's gonna win. I don't know. I'm like, maybe they do Windsor just because it's all in. That's the only thing I could.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's got to be Willow, probably, right?
We'll get to Willow in a minute, but I hope not.
I don't think it's going to be Athena based on, I guess we'll talk a little bit later about SuperCard of Honor because she's still a champion. I don't know, man. I don't know who's going to win. I guess that's a good thing, but kind of a bad thing. Like you said, the names aren't the biggest in this tournament. I'm glad Sky Blue's getting a chance, but I don't see her winning it. I think it's probably going to be out of Windsor and Nightingale. I don't see them pulling the trigger with Athena.
I think it'll probably be Athena or Windsor.
Yeah. I guess it all depends on who's the champion going into All In. As far as like
you get Athena to win and you get the belt on Mercedes before then, that's a damn good match at All In.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. Oh, I know what thing that I liked about Collision. I like Ty J is back, so that's another body you could put in the tag division. But I still see the Brawling Birds on the Collision course on All In. That'll be the women's match, and they'll probably get it off of, like you said, the Hot Legion of Doom, the Divine Dominion. I like the little 5-minute challenge they've been doing too. They've just been beating girls up.
Every time I hear them say that, it reminds me of Rodney Mack and Teddy Long when they used to do the 5-minute white boy challenge.
Oh, yeah.
So racist.
I'm surprised they got away with that.
They got away with a lot of shit back then. That was back in the hot lesbian action days.
Teddy Long used to get away with it. He used to call white people the C word and everything.
Yeah, he really did.
Oh, wow. Vince was backstage laughing.
Chuckling his ass
shit.
off. Yeah.
This is good shit.
The 5-minute white boy challenge.
I feel like they
ended up having beat him finally. Was it Goldberg that came out?
I think so, yeah. Whatever. But didn't they have, I would say they had the 3-minute warning, didn't they? That wasn't a countdown. It wasn't
3-minute warning.
It wasn't a challenge though, right? He just said, you got 3 minutes to get out of here, and they used to go up there and beat people's ass.
Just say 3 minutes.
Some came across what's his name? The guy who interviews the wrestlers, Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet, yeah. His shorts pop up on my YouTube feed, and it showed Lillian Garcia. And it was like, that's got to be one of the best Samoan drops I've ever seen. And they showed the clip of Umaga when he was in 3 minute, he's popping her up, and
oh my god,
it was I don't even remember that, but then I kind of like refreshed my memory a little bit. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember them attacking Lillian Garcia. They just beat the shit out of women back in the day, man. Austin and fucking Triple H beat the hell out of Lita with a chair.
With a chair?
Yeah, when they was the 2-man power trip, they beat the fuck out of Lita. And the Undertaker and Kane had to come save her because they had beat the shit out of the Hardys too.
No wonder why you see a lot of domestic violence in our generation. Watching that, you think that was the way to do.
Right. I was never with that. I don't like intergender wrestling. I was never with stuff like that, but I know there's a place for it that people do like. So
if you do it right, and it always has to be the woman getting her comeuppance with the guy, it can't be the other way around. Because then I feel like AEW's done it a couple times where I'm like, all right, that's cool. I think Marina Shafir mixed it up. I can't remember exactly how it happened, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm like you said, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if you could do it right, then it is what it is.
Yep. We talked about Willow possibly winning the Owen Hart Cup, and it annoys me that I talk about this so much because I like Willow, but I'm just sick of her winning.
Why?
She just beat Red Velvet again, or beat Red Velvet last night on Collision after she was on a 12-match winning streak. Like, you could have had her beat anybody else. Like, leave Red Velvet streak go, kind of like what we talked about Leon Slater. When you build these things up like this, don't just end them for nothing. Like, what good did that do for Willow to beat her?
Yeah, that was a kind of a head scratcher. She beat friend of the show Red Velvet. I was hoping Red Velvet may pull up the upset. It was a couple moments I was like, oh snap, but then Willow kicked out last minute. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out when this run of Willow's is going to end with this TBS championship. I feel like it needs to go to like a Sky Blue or maybe even Anna Jay, but Anna Jay just lost to her. Who you see beating Willow for the TBS championship at this point?
Shit, I don't know. Like, she I don't know. She just she's destroying everybody. I mean, honestly, like, is she gonna run through this Owen tournament and win that too?
That's what I was thinking. Like, I could see her definitely getting to the final. It's interesting they're throwing her and Alex Windsor on the same side of the bracket. I know it's going to be a feature at Double or Nothing, which is a big spot for Alex Windsor. But yeah, maybe she just runs through the tournament and she goes in like Ultimate Warrior in WrestleMania 6. At the end of the night, she's holding up 2 belts.
I would hate. I don't know. Like I said, I like Willow, but I don't know. I'm just over her just dominating everybody. And like I said, I don't know if they're trying to make her come across as a heel, but she's just so fucking condescending when she's wrestling now. Like, good job. You almost got me. Like, shut up.
I think that was just one match she was doing that in. And I remember
she's done that in damn near every match.
I don't know. Maybe that's the next phase we see with her is turning heel. But it's interesting because I can't really. And she's had the belt for a while because then she beat Mercedes on New Year's Eve for the belt.
Yeah, she's had the belt for a while.
So it's about time for her to. And I think it doesn't need to be former world champion. It needs to be one of these up and coming ladies to get the belt off of her.
I honestly thought Red Velvet was going to win last night when I was watching. You told me that you had kind of gave me the heads up that they were wrestling. I was like, no spoilers. So I sat outside on the deck this morning trying to hydrate at my buddy's house where everybody was asleep watching it. And I was like, shit, is she going to actually beat her? And then, nope. That fucking pump handle power bomb is all she wrote.
It would have been interesting though if Red Velvet would have pulled it off. She would have been like Samoa Joe. Remember Samoa Joe has the ROH and the TNT. He was the king of television.
Yep.
Could have made Red Velvet.
She could have been the queen of TV.
Queen of TV.
Stir it up.
But I don't know. I see Tony seems to be a big Willow fan. He was on a podcast. I think he was on Jonathan Hood's Good Karma. And he was saying that Willow basically on his short list of who could be the next women's champion who hasn't had the championship yet.
Mm.
Because they asked them that question. So I don't know if they do it sometime this year. Looks like that might be the path.
Don't get me wrong, she's great. Like I said, I like Willow a lot. It's just after a while you get tired of seeing somebody just beat everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not like it's over a long course of time either. She's literally beating people every week because she's on TV. Like, people just come back and lose to Willow. Like, that's what we're doing. We're feeding you to Willow.
yeah, but I'm trying to think. She's beating like upper mid carders. Who is she beating? Like, she hasn't beaten Jamie Hayter yet though.
She beat fucking Sheeta. Sheeta was a world champion.
Oh yeah, she did beat Sheeta. She didn't beat Statlander yet, has she? Since being the champion.
I don't know that they've wrestled since she's been TNT champion.
Yeah, so she seems like they're protecting some of the upper card, and it's just like you said, some of our favorites. I can see them maybe even throwing Athena at her sometime. She's had a lot of defense, like you said. Anna Jay. She beat what's her name when she returned? Was the former NWA champion Camille?
Camille, yep.
And then she just disappeared after she lost.
She's beat weird. Red Velvet, Lena Cross, Persephone, Julia Hart.
Yeah.
The comeback killer.
I don't know, man. She's gonna eventually have to lose sometime. I guess we'll see though.
Nina Samuels. She won a match with Marina Shafir, Mina, and Megan Bain.
Oh, she beat Marina Shafir?
It was a 4-way match with Marina, Mina, and Megan Bain that she won.
I mean, she's had a lot of defenses since all year, but I don't know. Guess we'll see. I think it'd be interesting if they have her turn heel on the way there.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. Like I said, the way she's coming off is kind of heelish. I wouldn't mind Willow. Willow coming out as a heel.
Oh no, you're back.
I think it was because I was on a different screen.
Oh,
it like overheats or whatever. But
you're good now. I don't know. What do you think about the men's side of the tournament?
I hadn't even looked at the men's bracket. I'll be honest with you. I don't. Ospreay's not in it, is he?
Yeah, I'll go through it for you real quick. So on one side of the bracket, you got Ospreay, Samoa Joe, Mark Davis, Jack Perry. On the other side, you got Swerve, Bandito, Claudio, Brody King. Swerve and Bandito are happening at Double or Nothing, and Ospreay and Joe are happening at Double or Nothing. First round kickoff.
Damn, those are two good matches. It's kind of Ospreay and Swerve in the finals, like
that's what everybody's saying. It's gonna be Ospreay and Swerve because the finals are gonna be at Forbidden Door, which happens June 28th.
Damn, so that's like less than 2 months from All In.
Yep. Last year,
2 months.
Last year they had last year All In was earlier because All In was in July, so they had the final at Double or Nothing. So I'm guessing since All In is in August, they pushed in the final until this Forbidden Door card.
You got your plane tickets yet?
I haven't. That'll be something I'll get probably next month.
You know, the longer you wait, the higher they go up.
That's not. That's what I thought too. But as long as you get it like more than a month, it stays about the same. Because I'm like, oh, let me get these tickets way ahead to see if I get a good price. Nah, it was still pretty. Wasn't that cheap? So,
really? Mine weren't bad.
I don't know what you got.
My round trip tickets were, I think, like 800. I think that's around the ballpark where I saw them at. But I remember getting a round trip. Where did I go? Amsterdam. It was like higher 600s or something like that. But this was in 2025 though. So maybe just, what's going on with the economy. These gas prices are astronomical, so maybe that's why it's a little bit higher. But yeah, these gas prices are really fucking out of this world right now. It's like I think we talked about it last week. It's like 4 something here in Atlanta, which is never this high.
That's ridiculous. Basically for no reason. Well, we know the reason, but it could have been prevented. But this ain't a politics though, so we'll stick to wrestling. But yeah, I mean, I know Ospreay and Joe are gonna have a fantastic match, but you know, it's kind of predictable. But sometimes predictable isn't a bad thing. But did you watch the whole Collision yesterday?
No, but I did see what's my guy's name? One half of the Scissors, one half of the
Anthony Bowen.
Anthony Bowens and Joe were out there. I saw them.
I was gonna tie everything together because I don't know if you saw the main event. It was Guevara versus Darby Allin, and I like the storytelling. During the match, he had him in the Scorpion Deathlock, and Darby Allin, while he had him in the Scorpion Deathlock, his body just gave out and he passed out while doing the Scorpion Deathlock. So they're telling the story that he's just defending his title too much, and he's running out of gas. And it looks like MJF is going to get it back, and looks like it'll probably be MJF and Ospreay on a Collision course and All In.
That'd be a good match to see in person if that's what it ends up being.
You think it's taken away from it a little bit because it'll be a All In rematch? They faced off at All In 2024.
That doesn't bother me. I mean, I watched Rock and Austin fight each other at WrestleMania 3 times, and it was good every time.
The first one, I watched the first one over there. I like the story, the WrestleMania 14, the 15 story with Austin, but that match was okay. The first one, the second 2 were really good though.
Yeah,
17 and 19, those were good.
19 was my favorite.
It's because The Rock won. That's why that's your favorite.
It doesn't matter why it's my favorite. It just is. It was a good culmination of the feud, the beef, the rivalry. Well, but no, I'm not mad at Ospreay and MJF going at it again at All In if they do. I mean, honestly, those are 2 of the best wrestlers they got in the company.
This will be MJF's second time main eventing at All In. I'm guessing that's basically, you're basically saying this is your guy, this is your franchise guy. If you think about it, that seems like a whole different. Yeah, Mania 19 is good. The one in Seattle. I remember that was my first one ordering. I ordered it on the online when you could order the pay-per-views for finally online. The feed was pretty trash, but back
was that the one with the Miller Cat Fight girls?
I can't remember. Probably. Cena was supposed to be on that one, and somebody backed out, and he's supposed to. I think he ended up rap battling somebody. That was HBK and Jericho. I think opened it up. That's
also the one where Triple H beat Booker T, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hated that part.
Yep. And wasn't it not Austin, Hogan and McMahon? Didn't they fight at that one too?
Hogan and McMahon, Lesnar and Angle closed it out.
Yeah, that was a good WrestleMania. That shot of Vince like coming up over the fucking ring apron and his face is all bloody and he looks like the devil because he found like a lead pipe or some shit like that. That was good shit back then.
That's crazy. You have to own a company bleeding like that.
Yeah. Vince was like, if I fucking do it, you better not say shit when I ask you to go out there and get hit in the face with a chair.
Exactly. He said he wouldn't do anything that he wouldn't ask anybody to do something he wouldn't do, was his mantra.
Well, that turned out to be not true.
Yep. But yeah, I guess you're right. Since it didn't main event Ospreay and MJF, so I guess I don't mind it main eventing. Yeah, I mean I was gonna say it seems like a lifetime ago. It was MJF and Adam Cole.
I was just thinking about that. That was so awful.
You didn't like? I actually liked the match, but looking back at it, like Adam Cole, I know it was health played a factor, but it's crazy that he was in that spot. That was just an interesting storyline altogether. The best friend thing, and had them ROH champions. I don't know. That was weird. It's back when you're in a weird spot.
What they do, the double donkey kick or some shit like that?
Yeah, that was cringy. Kangaroo kick or whatnot. But yeah, I'm glad they finally got back on track since those days.
Yeah, big time. What else is going on in AEW?
Yeah, pretty much hit everything. Besides, you know, it ain't AEW related. Yeah, SuperCard of Honor happening on Saturday. That happened on Saturday.
Yeah, that was pretty decent. I watched the Red Velvet and Viva Van match, and I watched the women's title match with Athena. The men's division in ROH just doesn't do it for me.
You don't like? I like Bandito. I thought that match with, even though Blake Christian, and I'm not the biggest fan, I thought that match was really good. But Blake Christian, though, I'm good.
In a world title match at SuperCard of Honor.
That's weird. But the actual match was really good. But yeah, you got to have bigger names as far as the men's go. Who else is there besides Bandito? Bandito's a good champion, but
is Swerve gonna take is it a title match him and Swerve are gonna have, or is it just
it's just a tournament? It's not for the title.
Because Swerve's been talking shit about Bandito for a while.
Yeah, he came in his little vignette. I thought that was done pretty well. That'd be interesting though if Swerve was ROH champion. That would definitely bring eyes to your product.
Yeah,
like you said, I like the Red Velvet retaining. What do you think about STP finally losing the 6-man straps?
Who they lose to? I didn't even see that.
It was an open challenge. They lost to Dalton Castle and the boys. Not the boys, but
get the fuck out of here.
The Outrunners.
The two motherfuckers that are like 1980s Miami Vice looking dudes.
Yeah,
man,
they lost to that. But
I agree with Seafood in the chat. He says the problem is that Bandito's on AEW programming more than ROH. See, I forgot Bandito was even the ROH world champion.
Yeah, he's been a good champion. ROH is in a weird spot. You know, I think the problem is that they're stuck on Honor Club. I know you and me tap in occasionally just to check in to see what's going on there, but I don't know if a lot of eyes are on it. And I read that basically Tony Khan and WBD are like at a stalemate, because I heard that Tony Khan is overvaluing ROH and he refuses to take the deal. I'm hearing that they're kind of lowballing him just because, you know, I guess the ROH product maybe not be as valuable in their eyes as it is him. So he doesn't want to take like a max deal or a true TV deal because he feels like he can get more out there. But I feel like if you prove yourself, take like a 1-year deal for a lower price, and if you prove that you get eyes on you, they'll give you more money on the next deal. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, like a franchise tag.
Yeah, instead of having them stuck on Honor Club, like, why wouldn't you do that? Because they got good wrestlers down there. I feel like basically this is their NXT, so why not try to get some type of TV deal instead of being stuck on Honor Club? You think this Honor Club is actually making them money? Maybe that's why he's being stubborn about it.
I don't. I mean, if you look at I hadn't looked at the numbers in a long time, but I think it was something like 40,000 people.
That's it. Subscribed.
I'd have to Google.
I believe you. That sounds about right.
40,000. See if I can.
And then even with those, if you got 40,000 subscribers, how many are watching on a weekly basis? Not all 40,000 will be watching at one time. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like they need to take whatever deal you could get on TV and then prove yourself, just like they did with their first AEW deal. They weren't making any TV money that first AEW deal until they doubled back the next deal. Then they got it TV money.
I overvalued them. It's only about 15,000 people.
Oh yeah, that's not good. Yeah, they need to get a TV deal. If that's all the subscribers you got, and it's $9.99, whatever $9 is times.
It's about 150,000 a month. They're bringing in.
Okay, yeah. Take whatever deal you can get.
Take the fucking deal, Tony.
Yeah, because they got, like I said, they got good wrestlers down there. But
yeah,
you get more eyes on them.
I think if ROH was on TV, I think more people would probably watch it. Like you were saying with NXT, like these are actually wrestlers that have. It's not a developmental thing. They're actually good wrestlers that are veterans that have been there for a long time, and the show's not bad when I do tap in and watch it. Like, I'm entertained by it. There's people I don't know on there, obviously, like anything else, but I don't know. I think if you put Honor Club on like TBS or something like that,
Or like
a
like I
fucking
said, True TV.
yeah. Put it on something on a Thursday night like it normally comes on, and like let it go head to head with TNA.
Impact. Yeah. Kyle Silva flip his shit even more. I'm not gonna stand for this. Busted Tony Khan. Busted Tony
Carlos versus Tony Khan in the cage.
Yeah, I agree. Put it on Thursday nights and let it go head to head. Like I said, I'm not too thrilled with the AMC Impact anyway. Make us choose whatever you want to watch on Thursday night.
WWE had some story development this week. We'll start with Monday Night Raw. You had, well, first off, you had Sol Ruka going for she was fighting Io. Wasn't that this week? She fought Io Sky?
Yeah, that was Monday.
Yeah, really a good match. But Becky Lynch is just such a fucking wise ass. Did you see her talking shit to Sol Ruka after the match?
I missed it.
She pulled up on her backstage and just laughed at her like, you think you can beat me? You can't even beat fucking Io Janetti.
I actually did see that. Yeah, Becky. But I don't know if I like them having Sol lose the Io so early. You just got her on there. Why not build her up a little bit?
I think it's a way she's going to end up taking the belt from Becky.
Aren't they booked for Clash of Italy, if I'm not mistaken?
I don't know. I don't know how she would deserve a title shot when she just lost.
Exactly. Like, why have her lose if she's going to take the belt off of Becky? Why have her lose so early? I don't know. It seems like they're afraid to have squash matches. Like, bring a jobber in. Right now, the only match announced for Clash of Italy is Cody and Gunther. So maybe that happens there.
But yeah, Sol gets her first match since signing on to Monday Night Raw. She loses to Io. Didn't the Judgment Day do Raw was so long ago?
Yeah, we always Raw happens the day after we do the show. Though. It's always a week in time.
The main story on.
I'm about to say, I think the didn't Liv come out and help them win the match or something.
She came out and helped them attack the Bellas or Paige and Brie.
Oh yeah,
and then they stood tall with Liv as the champion and Roxy and also like you're not on Twitter as much as I am, but there's this growing like thirst group that are like all over Roxy lately.
Really?
And she's like, yeah, and I see it online, and then when I'm watching wrestling, she'll do little things where she's kind of like leaning into it.
Yeah, kind of like Rhea does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She does little things, and they'll like slow the shit down and put it on Twitter. I'm like, y'all are. It's one thing to admire somebody, but y'all are kind of getting creepy with it.
Yeah, she's finally starting to look her age. Because I remember when she started NXT, she's still like a kid to me, but now she's finally growing up. But
she looks like a grown woman now.
I don't know why people are creepy online. I gotta pay attention now that you mention it. Like her leaning into it. I mean, what are they? But before we get off Judgment Day, what are they? Seems like they're teasing kicking her out though. With her talking to Finn and stuff, you think they're gonna kick her out soon?
I don't know what that's about. Like Judgment Day's always got this storyline of like somebody's not being 100% bought in, and you think they're going to be the ones get kicked out and end up kicking somebody else out. But Judgment Day's like the one group where people just come and go in there, and they just keep on fucking kicking. I don't think there's any original members left in the Judgment Day.
Nope, because it started off with Rhea, Damian, and Edge. You're right.
I mean, I guess you could count Finn as technically an original member because he joined later, but
yeah, he kicked Edge out though. But Truth said he's getting the Judgment Day back together. Our Truth.
This fucking guy, man. I mean, it is him, Rhea, and Damian. That is the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
That's when he was making the most money, when he was fucking selling t-shirts out the back of his car.
Yeah. I'm still a little mad that they didn't do anything when he was basically doing Ron Killings when he came back And you're just like, all right, we're just gonna do the Men in Black neuralizer and make y'all don't remember any of that. Now that John Cena is a baby face, R-Truth's a baby face. Yeah, stupid.
Yeah.
Your boy Triple H.
That's him. We did have a big time development this past Monday with Jacob Fatu as he lost to Roman Reigns at Backlash, and he was supposed to come out and acknowledge his tribal chief. And I've said this before, and it was even more evident this week. They've basically taken the Usos and just made them like little fuck boys now.
Basically his henchmen, right?
Yeah, but they don't even like win fights. Like Jacob just beat the fuck out of them.
I don't know. When they got back together, they were he was like, y'all aren't fighting behind me, y'all are fighting side by side. But it seems like they're still his henchmen, though.
Yeah. They're still speaking like, you gonna acknowledge the tribal chief, and they're still talking for him. And when Roman finds out this, he ain't gonna be happy. Like, you were the fucking world champion this time last year, Jay.
I don't know. It's a head scratcher. Like you said, Jacob just took them all out, and including Roman. So what does that say about your whole faction if one man takes you out?
And then just he headbutted Jay a couple times, took him out, and then he super kicked Jimmy, and they were knocked out for the whole fucking 8-minute fight between him and Roman towards the end. I'm like, all right, they can come back anytime now. And then the next time you saw them, they were all getting speared through the fucking guardrail.
I don't know. Are they basically telling us that this feud isn't over? C Fluid Jay has become Roman's dude. Yeah, that's what we basically.
Back to being the right hand man.
Didn't they have a T-shirt when he used the right hand man T-shirt?
Yeah,
I guess I need to buy me one now. That's
they'll be back on WWE Shop pretty soon. It annoys me though. Like Jay was so fucking over and won the world title at WrestleMania. Now they're just like, all right, go back to being carrying Roman's fucking luggage.
Yeah, I mean, lost the tag team championships, the Vision, and then I don't know.
They don't even care about it.
Yeah, they don't even care about it. They're in a weird position, man. I don't think they have it. I don't think you think they'll have Jacob and Roman do a rematch the way they took.
Oh yeah, they're having a rematch.
Where at though? I don't think they. Oh, probably Night of Champions.
Well, everything I saw said Roman's not going to Saudi Arabia.
Really?
I mean, it could, like my boy Dave would say, plans could change.
Plans may change.
Yeah. But just going back to the Uso thing, man, like I thought the second running of this bloodline stuff, it would have a better story to it, like them kind of telling Roman, like, fuck you, like you're not just gonna boss it. But they don't. They just Roman still talks down to him and they still do his fucking dirty work for him. Like they've all just kind of fallen back into what it used to be. I thought they would like stand up to him a little bit more, and it'd be kind of, to me, a little bit more tension in the bloodline is better than them just like doing what he says.
I don't know. How do they book themselves out of this at this point now, though?
I don't know. Fuck you. Triple H is a smart man. He's the greatest booker in the world. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, I heard they got AI doing storylines. I guess it shows.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Allen Iverson. But I don't know, man. Maybe did they do this to write Roman off? Probably.
Write him off for what? He got to show back up tomorrow. He can't just get an ass whooping and leave TV.
He's hurt.
Look like a bitch.
But he's hurt.
Oh, but the Usos ain't? They took the same fucking spear he did.
Yeah, but wasn't Jacob whooping Roman's ass a lot before that? And he put him in the tongue and death grip.
I mean, Roman was whooping Jacob's ass too, and he got back up. He hit him with a chair like 6-7 times.
I don't know. Where's Raw gonna be tomorrow? Did they say Roman's gonna be there?
I think he's supposed to be there the next 2 Raws and before he starts taking time off again.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is kind of intriguing since we don't know where they're going with this. Maybe they do. Maybe they run it right back at Clash in Italy. Who wouldn't want to go to Italy? That'd be another vacation for Roman, basically. I bet he'd take his family over there.
Yeah, but then you have Jacob lose again. That's the thing too. Like, just send him back to SmackDown.
I don't know. Because I don't see Roman dropping the title until SummerSlam.
Yeah. I doubt he has like a year-long run with it, but I don't think he's dropping the belt this fucking fast. I just said send him back to SmackDown. Speaking of SmackDown, somebody that went to SmackDown is Gunther, the ring general, attacking Cody. And I talked about it last week. I think Cody needed a heel like this to kind of feud with. But WWE almost did it right. You got Gunther out there saying he wants a title match. Cody's like, well, here, come get it. And Gunther's like, no, I'll do it when I want it. So then my boy Royce Keys rolls up. They should have just had him take the fucking contract and do it. Like, you want to sit over here and fucking staggerlate about coming to sign it? I'll fucking do it.
Oh, he tried. And then Gunther was like, wait a minute. He ran to the ring before Keys signed it. He tried to.
Yeah, and they had a really good match. I was happy Hobbs got to show off like how good he could be with a wrestler where it's not just a squash match.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give credit where credit is due, because I complained about when they signed him. They just had him in not commercials, but they had him in segments showing him crying with Stephanie, and he just disappeared. And I guess they were trying to save him till after WrestleMania, and then they heated him up. And now he's in main event in SmackDown, so he's in a really good spot now. So I liked how they used him in that spot too. You know, he wasn't going to win, but still showcase what he could do. And this is the highest position he's ever been. Even when he's in AEW, he was in this. I mean, he did challenge for a world title on Dynamite, so I can't quite say it yet, but on track so far, they put him in a really good position.
It just made me remember something when you talked about WrestleMania. I was thinking, did Cody win the belt at WrestleMania? He defended the belt, and then Orton attacked him, and we haven't seen Randy Orton since then.
I was going to bring that up too. Like, what happened to Orton? He just no payoff for that story unless they try to tie it in clashing in Italy. Maybe Orton pops back up, but yeah, that didn't make sense to me either. Like, what did he do?
Yeah, like, what's the point of attacking the champion and punting him at the end of the show after you lose, and then we don't see you for 3 months?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we just got to shut up and just take whatever they give us.
This just goes to show again, like what I've been saying for a while. Like, they don't know how to book Cody. Like, once his story was over with, where he finished the story, like, they have done this guy no fucking favors.
So should they shake things up and let Gunther get a run with it?
I don't know. I'm kind of tired of Cody losing the belt and getting it right back, though. Like, if you take the belt off Cody, he needs to go like at least a year without getting the belt back.
Yeah, I think if he loses, I don't even think he should get this belt back. I think he should eventually have him get the world title. However, the road you take, I don't know. But like you said, and it needs to be a year from now, because you ain't taking it off Roman. Oh man, what if he was the guy? Maybe what if Oba wanted a SummerSlam and they have Cody take it off him? That'd be terrible. C-Fluid question. I mean, I guess he said you think Cody's that guy. I guess Chris just answered that for you though. You don't think Cody's the guy?
No. It's a convoluted answer. Like, I think he is, but I think he isn't. Like, merch sales and popularity, he is, but man, he just doesn't have the je ne sais quoi of a Roman Reigns.
I mean, what does he have then? I thought he would have been booed by now, but it seems like it's just the opponents. We saw it happen twice. Like when he was going against Cena, he was getting some boos, and when he was going against Orton, he was getting some boos. But other than that, fans are still cheering him. I'm sure he's selling merch. Maybe is it something that we're not seeing? Because I don't know. He doesn't really seem like you said. He doesn't have that cachet that Roman had, that aura, as kids would say. Maybe we're the people that are off with it. Maybe we're the minority.
I think he is more like a John Cena in his heyday, where the kids really like Cody, but the adults are like, I'm fucking sick of this dude.
But he's still getting cheers from the adults too. Like he was getting cheered on SmackDown. Like I said, only 2 times where we see him not really get cheers.
I think that's got a lot to do with his entrance music too.
Even I'm not hearing like split chairs though. Like let's go Cody. It's just Cody during the match. Last 2 Manias, Cody. I didn't see the whole comment. What did he say?
Had celebrity involvements.
Yeah, that was nasty too.
Yeah, I just like you said, I don't think he's losing his popularity. I don't think he's losing his overness, but if push comes to shove, like I pick Roman over him. I'd pick Rhea over him.
Rhea? I don't know about that. What about Punk?
Nah, he's a little too long in the tooth. Now, give me 10 years ago with Punk? Probably. And I don't even like Punk.
Are you talking about as far as like you mean by pick? You picked them as like
if I was to start my own company and I could pick out of there, I don't even think he'd be in the top 3 or 4 people that I'd pick.
I pick Over to start a company over him.
Right.
Probably even Trick. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I love that homecoming in Gamecock Country.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that. You should have been there.
That'd be a hell of a flight just to go to that.
Hey, it'd have been fun.
It's been a minute since I've been to Columbia. When I was there 2024 maybe, but yeah, it looked like they had a party going on in the colonial life. But yeah, I picked Trick to start a company probably over Cody. I don't know, man. Cody just rubs me the wrong way for some reason.
And the crazy thing is he doesn't even do anything wrong. Like he's a good guy, like just an overly good guy, but still it's just like, you're just getting on my fucking nerves.
Maybe it's because I saw how good of stuff he was doing when he was like doing the TNA run and the Bullet Club run. I see how good of a heel he is. Maybe I'm just wanting to see that.
I know he can be a good heel too, and to me that doesn't like they don't have to turn him heel. I don't, because he ain't gonna be able to be the same kind of heel he was there. Like that was a darker, menacing, like overlord type character he was playing. I don't think he could do that in WWE.
Why not?
You got all the cussing and the.
You just said they could curse now. No more PG era.
Yeah, I don't see that type of shit though. Like where he's cussing during vignettes and they have to bring back the fucking what's that TV show that him and the Young Bucks used to do, be in the Elite? That's where he really got over it, was on that shit.
You don't think he could say fuck the Revival again?
No. Fuck the Revival.
Why do you have beef with them? This was back when they were in WWE too.
It was a joke. They're friends.
No. But I don't know. Maybe you can bring back the Dark Overlord. Maybe a little less cussing though.
Yeah, I mean he comes off heel, like he wears expensive suits and the fucking big words he tries to use that are usually not said in the right context. He talks down to people. Like he looks like a heel. Everything about Cody's a heel except the fact that he's a babyface. Bleached fucking hair.
If you turn heel though, I think we see the dark hair come back.
Nah. That's such a cliche, like wrestling thing that he did too. Like, all right, well, I'm a heel now. I'm gonna dye my hair. Didn't he pop up on AEW with brown hair once for like 2 weeks?
I think you're right. That was random. And then like the next week it was blonde again.
I think after Brody beat his ass, he came back with brown hair.
Yeah, and then like next week it was blonde again. It's been a minute. What if they said F and just had him be dashing again?
Nah, they're making too much money off Cody right now. TKO ain't having that shit. They gotta get the return on their investment before they allow some shit like that to happen.
Speaking of TKO, leading in on the fight week, Ronda's was shitting all over TKO. She was like, I don't have anything against Dana and the Fertittas. I'll ever be grateful to them. But she was like, fuck TKO.
Damn. Did she really?
Yeah. I don't know if she said fuck verbatim, but she was like, she don't rock with them.
Man, Gina Carano doesn't even look like the same person anymore.
Well, you know she they said she gained 100 pounds.
100 pounds.
Yeah, she had to lose 100 pounds going into the fight.
What?
I mean, they fought at featherweight, which is 145. I mean, she got up to 245. That's crazy. How tall is she? I think she's like 5'7".
I don't see. She was tiny last night during that fight.
Yeah, she lost 100 pounds. Of course,
she didn't look like 145 pounds. She looked more like 110.
Yeah, she weighed in at 145. So
I don't believe she was up to 245. I mean, she was always a little thicker anyway, and she was real thick when she was on the Mandalorian, but not like fat.
They kicked her off that show. That was a while ago. She's been on the show. So I looked at a picture because I didn't believe you too, and I looked at a picture that somebody had online that showed her when she's allegedly like, okay, I can see it. I can see it.
I couldn't see her at 245. That's crazy work.
I sent you the picture after the show, and you were like, oh, maybe that is true. But
I had such a big crush on her back in the day.
And I did too until I found out she was super MAGA. Like,
she was the reason I started watching women's fighting when she used to do Strike Force.
Yeah, and then Cyber whooped her ass, and
I knew Ronda was gonna whoop her ass last night. I was like, and the way she jumped up, like laughing about it, she was like, "Yep, we got their money."
I was about to say it seemed like a work to me. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't have to pay for this.
Yeah,
that was a little bit too fast for my liking. And then they were like, you said, they were hugging like 5-6 times. They hugged after the fight. I'm like, all right, y'all worked us.
Like if you look at it, as soon as she tapped out, the camera went to Ronda, and when it came back out, Carano was standing up. She was just like smiling and hugged her, and I was like, that's a little strange. Like, yeah, we just main evented 17 seconds.
It was strange as well, but make sure to tap into Haymaker for more in-depth analysis on that. We got a lot to talk about that on Tuesday.
Yeah. What fucking, you train all those fucking months to get your ass beat in 17 seconds. Ronda was like, y'all got anybody else I can fight? Like, I'm all fucking laughing up and ready to go. Can we restart it?
She said again. And she said, that's it. She said, that's it for her. She said she wants to have more babies. Like, what's Travis Brown doing over there? You just want to keep popping these babies out. She's not the youngest either. But I guess that's what she wants to do. Nate seems to always be losing as well. Yeah, Nate.
I've said that for years. He's a fucking overrated as fuck, Nate Diaz. All he does is he's good at getting his ass kicked and talking shit. That's it. And he's got such a big fucking following where people think he's like the god of MMA. But to me, all I ever do is see him get his ass kicked.
I'm trying to think of a wrestling comp, like who has that big cult following, but maybe like a rest in peace to like a Bray Wyatt, almost like that type of following for some reason. Like,
but never quite wins the.
Yeah, I feel like that's Nate Diaz. Except maybe even worse because Bray at least won a world championship. Like Nate Diaz,
he did beat Conor McGregor at McGregor's like height, but that's really all I remember him doing. I'm not as big MMA fan as most people, but all I remember him ever doing is beating McGregor and getting his ass kicked.
That is the height of his like popularity, and he is like I think the reason he beat him is because it was the last minute thrown together fight, and then Diaz beat him. I mean, McGregor beat him the next one in the rematch. He just capitalized off of that because before that McGregor fight, it was his brother that was the more popular one. Nick was the more popular one. Yeah,
and somebody needs to step in and quit letting this dude get punched in the face because he's not all there. He's not all there.
But yeah, he got his, like you said, he always gets his ass kicked. I always thought he was overrated too. But yeah, he keeps getting fights and getting paid, so I guess it is what it is.
Good for him. He's like the Jeff Jarrett of MMA. Somebody's always giving this dude money to come and do something, and he just under delivers all the time, like Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, you were never a big Jeff Jarrett fan like that.
That's pretty much all we got on wrestling, man. You got a street clothes? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, one more thing before we go to street clothes. What do you think about Melo finally coming back?
I liked it. I like him and Ricky Saints. I'm sorry. I like them going at it backstage, and I like the match. He seems to have his eyes on the U.S. title, so maybe we're looking at him and Trick sooner than later.
You like them going into that so fast? Oh, I feel like they could save that. That's like a Mania match to me, just because of history they have. If they tell the history,
That's a big if. Because right now they haven't even like crossed paths really. And didn't they team on SmackDown like a year or so ago when Trick was still in TNA or NXT?
Yeah, I think they teamed on NXT. Mello went back down to team up with Trick. And they just mend defenses for some reason. That was like last year. He said Ricky damn near broke Mello's neck. He did. I must have missed that part.
Yeah, he gave him a was it like
Rochambeau or the DDT?
No, it was kind of like a power slam looking move if I'm remembering correctly. And it looked like Mello just tucked his neck in at the last minute. Like it looked, if I'm remembering correctly, I think it was. I'm trying to think of what the move is called, where like they pick him up for a body slam, but then they like sit down with it, almost like a
Michinoku driver, almost.
Yeah, something like that.
To the side, almost to the side, though.
I could be wrong. Is that not what happened, Seafood? I thought that's what it was because I remember seeing Mello like barely tuck his neck in. I was like, damn, that was pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, that's what it was. But hey, he lived to talk about it another day. And then Saints got the win, right? If I'm remembering right.
No, Mello did.
Oh, Mello won. Damn.
He used the ropes. He used the ropes.
That's right. That's right. Because Ricky had tried to use the ropes earlier in the match. Am I right? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah.
Not mad at it. Mello don't miss.
I think if they throw him in something with Trick too soon, then he's gonna get booed because Trick is just over right now.
Yeah.
And I know you say you're not a big fan of Yachty. For some reason, I like Yachty as his manager. I don't know why.
I was gonna bring this up when you were talking about South Carolina. This was the first time in a while he didn't annoy me. Like I actually thought he added to the segment.
Yeah. I guess he's just a full-on manager. It's crazy. He's just a rapper. Like, I think I'm just gonna decide to be a manager now.
Right. Like, I see this dude is over as fuck and he likes me, so I'm gonna see if I can get my name on WWE programming and be a fucking manager.
Yeah, I'm with it. Not mad at it.
I wonder if he helped Drake write his new CD.
He should have, man. I listened to all three of them. And like, sounds pretty repetitive, Drake. You had 2 years to write this album. This what you came out with. I mean,
I haven't listened to any of them yet.
It ain't my cup. One is like a rap album. One is like a dance hall, basically tropical dance, and the other one's like R&B. Too much music, man.
3 albums at once, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I'll have something to listen to at the gym the next couple weeks.
You listen to it once and you're like, I think I'm good on this.
Let's do Street Clothes Rest of the Week and get up out of here, EJ. Sorry for the late start. That was my fault. Like I said, I had a little too much partying last night, and I was about an hour away from home, and yeah.
My Street Clothes Rest of the Week, I'm going to go with your girl, Becky Lynch. She was antagonizing Soul backstage. She had the mink coat on, or fur coat. So that's my Street Clothes Rest of the Week.
I was gonna go with Liv Morgan. She was the leader in the clubhouse, but I'm gonna go with Lei Ying Lee, TNA Knockouts Division Champion. I thought she looked great this week. We talked about it earlier.
I can't even remember what she had on. Did she have like jean shorts on? I can't remember.
No, she had on like a bodysuit type outfit. It wasn't really a bodysuit. It was like it wasn't a dress, but it was. It's hard to describe it. You have to go look at it. You got me misremembering what it was now. I remember she looked good. She looked phenomenal. She looked like a champion. She was wearing the belt, which I always like. I think the TNA Knockout Women's Championship is like one of the cooler belts in wrestling right now.
Yeah, she had like a nice dress on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, shout out to Lei Ying Lee.
If you ain't got anything else, EJ, we'll get up out of here.
That's all I got. A little bit of slow wrestling week, but we still have plenty to talk about. But next week we'll be covering Double or Nothing, marathon of the AEW pay-per-view, as they always do. one of the
Is it
biggest
Sunday?
shows. Yeah, Sunday night.
Well, next week is Memorial Day, so that's fine. I'll be able
Oh,
to.
it is already?
Yeah, next Monday is Memorial Day.
Oh, so I can actually stay up and not worry about going to work.
Yep. I was just about to complain about it, and then I thought, oh yeah. Appreciate it, Seafluid in the chat says great stream as always. If you're new around, please give us a subscription on YouTube and check us out on all your audio platforms. If you're doing that, leave us a review or rating on there. Tell your friends about it. Tell all the MILFs about it too, because we're MILF friendly. I don't know.
Laughing at your MILF friendly comment.
I'm laughing at my own fucking jokes. But yeah, we'll be back next week to preview AEW Double or Nothing and to talk about everything else that happened this week in professional wrestling. For EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been another episode of Boot to the Face. Peace.